Hey guys, if you haven't already done so, please open up the spreadsheet that's in Google Classroom. It's exactly what I've got here, and so you'll be able to take notes and follow along exactly with me, and your homework is also in the spreadsheet. You'll just turn the spreadsheet into me when you're done. Also, my son is listening to Tom and Jerry, so if you hear giggling, it's not because distribution of data is so funny. Anyway, so a distribution shows the frequency of the possible data value. So think of it like a bar graph. Like if you have a bar graph, we're looking at the shape of your bar graph. So the shape that it's in can tell us information about it. So I've got three different types of distributions. So here's a bar graph, and kind of think of it as like a smooth curve. So this has a negative skew. Now, it's called a negative skew because towards the left, it has a tail towards the left. So in a negative skew, most of your values are a little bit higher, but you've got some lower ones that are pulling it down. So examples of things that might be a negative skew would be like an easy test. Okay, if I gave you guys a really easy test and most of the class got, lots of A's and B's up here, and then not very many people had D's. What else could be an example of a negative skew? Age of people at a nursing home. Something like that, okay? More older people, there's a few younger people there, and then the people that work there might be younger. So those are some things with negative skew. Maybe the heights of players on a basketball team. Can't spell anything today. Okay, basketball team, lots of taller players, not so many shorter players. Now, when you're looking at these distributions, your median is always going to be where the tallest part of it is. So your median's right here. Now remember, your mean gets pulled by those outliers, so your mean is going to be a little further down in your tail. So your mean is less than your median, or significantly less. Okay, a symmetric data set looks exactly what it says. It's pretty even on both sides, it's tallest in the middle. Notice on that your mean and your median, they're not going to be exactly the same, but they're going to be pretty close. So things that are symmetric, like ACT scores, most people are scoring kind of in the middle. We have fewer people that get really low and fewer people that get really high. IQ scores are like this. Just heights of people in general would be symmetric. So things like that. Now, a positive skew, remember we're looking at the tail. This is where the tail is going in the positive direction, or the right. So examples of a positive skew, this would be incomes in America. Most people make a little bit lower, and then you have, the really rich people that are pulling it up. Age of people at a daycare. You have lots of young kids, and then a few older ones, people that work there and stuff. This would also be a very hard test. Lots of D's and F's, and then only a couple C's and B's and A's. So those would be some examples. Again, the median is where it's the tallest, and because you have some of those outliers this direction, that's going to pull the mean up this way. So the median is less than the mean, significantly. Now, in the next video, I'll show you how to create some of these histograms so that you can look and see what kind of skew the data has.